Joseph Morgan, Niklaus Mikaelson, you beautiful, beautiful man. And I mean that in the least gay way possible. For the most part. What's going on, YouTube? Man, you know, if there was one show that I probably regret never really reacting to, it would be this one. And that's not only because of how great that show was, and that show was great, people, but also because of just how consistently that show was able to put me in my feels. And I mean really put me in my feels. You guys know I'm not much of a crier. Like, I come close quite often, but I'm usually, I would say 98% of the time, I'm pretty good with stopping the tears before they come flowing, you know what I mean? But with this show, I can guarantee you I wouldn't have been able to do it, even on camera, even if I tried my hardest with some of these scenes, people. And that's because of just how amazing, fantastic, superb that these actors and actresses are on this show, people. I don't think, out of all the shows I've ever watched in my entire life, I don't know if I've ever seen such amazing actors and actresses from top to bottom. And as far as great performances are concerned, I don't know if I've ever seen a performance better, or perhaps even as good as the one that Joseph Morgan gave with Klaus Mikaelson. I mean, I can't, like, there were so many times on the show that I was just amazed and just so drawn in by his character. Like, people, I know a lot of people say that I'm like, you know, like, a lot of people suspect that I'm, you know, gay because I say a lot of gay jokes a lot and, you know, I ship a lot of gay ships. I'm not gay, but I swear to you, and you can take it how you want it, there's been times on this show where this man has made me blush. Like, literally, like, schoolgirl blush, like, just, you know, like, and just because of how amazing his performances are, you know, and just his charm. You know, it's hard to describe. You know, Elijah also kind of made me do that a few times. You know, that duo. Can we just talk about how amazing it is that Klaus and Elijah were in game? Okay, they were in game, people. That's what that was. They were in game. Okay, they were meant to go out together, and I'm. You know, as depressing and bittersweet as that ending was, because that was one of the most bittersweet endings I have ever seen in my entire life. You know, I caught myself smiling at certain moments, you know, like Marcel and Rebecca being in game and getting together, but then the ending, I had this half smile on my face. You know, it's like I wanted to smile, but then I couldn't. You know, I wanted to feel good, but then I just couldn't. You know, a part of me did, because I thought, you know, I thought it was an appropriate way to end the show. And, you know, even though none of us ever like to see our favorite characters, you know, die, or, you know, anything but a happy ending with our favorite characters, but just from a story writing perspective, I thought they ended it the right way, and the people who should have been together, you know, for the most part. I know some people might want to, you know, argue with certain ships that didn't get their happy ending or whatever, but, you know, like Klaus and Caroline or whatever. But even they had their moment at the end of that episode, or towards the end of that episode. You know, they had their moments, you know, and I don't see how you can be too mad at, you know, the writers for what they did with that ship. I feel like had the circumstances been just a little bit different, just a little bit differently, I could have easily, honestly, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it, they would have been in game if Klaus could have, you know, remained alive and, you know, had things been a little bit differently. I believe that they would have been eventually. It might have taken a while, it might have taken another billion years or whatever, you know, but I think that they would have been together. And I didn't ship that ship personally, but I do, you know, I respect them. I have nothing bad to say. And Rebecca, I'm so happy for Rebecca. Rebecca is another one of my favorite characters. I mean, and another amazing actress that puts me in my feels all the time. You know, and another, like, just, I love I think I did make one video about this once, but I absolutely adored the relationship that Klaus had with Rebecca. Every scene that they have, every time that I see her tear up when talking to Klaus, you know, it never, ever fails to get to me. Ever. You know, and once again, right before he goes out, Klaus, you know, he's there for his sister. He gives her the one thing that she's ever wanted, you know, which was, of course, the ability to be human and have a family and all that. And she finally, you could just see it in her face how happy and grateful that she was for that. And that just really got me. It really got me. Like I said, I love their relationship throughout the series. It was far from perfect. I mean, no relationship on this show was perfect. I mean, let's just keep it real. But I think that's one of the things that makes it so beautiful, is because of how imperfect it was, and yet how much they still loved each other and were there for each other anyways. That's what I loved about it. But yeah, people, I feel like I'm forgetting something. Of course, Hope. Of course, Hope. I love her actress too. Like, they definitely picked the right actress for her. Like, she fits right in with everyone else, you know, which is hard to do because of how amazing everybody else is, but she managed to fit right in, you know, and she's holding her own, and I'm really looking forward to the spinoff because of her, and I'm definitely gonna be watching that. And who knows, maybe I'll, you know, maybe I won't make the same mistake twice, and we'll see if that show is I doubt it's gonna be as good, but it might be close. I'm gonna give it a chance before I judge it, you know. But maybe, hopefully I won't make the same mistake, and if that show was good enough, maybe I'll react to some episodes of that show. But yeah, people, I just wanted to give you guys my quick thoughts on you know, the finale. Man, God, I'm gonna miss this show so much. So much. This is one of the rare shows that I watched for 5+ seasons. And at no point at all did I get bored. At no point at all did I say to myself that I'm ready for this show to end. That moment never came. But at the same time, you know, maybe it's good that they're ending the show before it gets to that point. Like the Vampire Diaries, in my opinion, got to that point. Whereas the originals, to me, they might have been able to go to like another season or two before it started to feel kind of stale, maybe. But yeah, those are just my thoughts, people. You know, in a very, very amazing, emotional finale. I'm gonna miss this show to death. I love the actors and actresses so much. You know, the relationship between Klaus and Elijah, God, man. I mean, I don't even know what to say anymore. I'm just gonna end this video before I talk for like another 10 minutes. But yeah, people, it's all about that friendship. You guys know me. It's all about that friendship. But you know what? When it comes to this show, it's all about that family, people. It's all about that family. But let me know what you guys thought about the finale and the show in general, and your favorite characters, and what are you happy about that happened or didn't happen. Are you gonna watch the spinoff and all that good stuff? You know, let me know, people. I'm actually very curious. But yeah, I'm done talking. Until next time.